And then we won. Remember, they said, it's going to be close. It's going to be hard to win. Going to be very, very hard. And Trump, if he doesn't win Ohio, he's out. And then we not only won Ohio, we won Ohio by more than 8 points. 8 points. And they said, you know the story when it closes. I mean, they do a fast little count if you're winning big. They said the polls in Ohio have closed. Donald Trump has won the state of Ohio. It's like immediate. It was like in the same sentence. The polls have closed. Trump has won. You know, normally it would take like hours and whatever if it's close. No, we won big, and I hear we're winning big now, and I'm hearing they gave up on the state already, and you know they're going to give up on Florida very soon because we're winning big in Florida, we're winning big in North Carolina. You don't want Sleepy Joe to be your president. You know, he draws flies. He's not drawing anybody. And Obama was there. They called in Obama. They said, sir, this is a few days ago, sir, I have bad news. What? President Obama is going to campaign for Sleepy Joe. And I said, is that good news or bad news? Sure. And he said, well, he's going to campaign. So I guess it started yesterday or the day before, right? They had 42 people show up. 42! We have thousands, tens of thousands, and outside is 5 times what this is. No, there's something going on. It's happened last time, 4 years ago. This time more. It happened last time. There was an enthusiasm 4 years ago, the likes of which the fake news has never seen before, right? And I'll have to tell you, and maybe I'll be wrong, but at least to this point, the enthusiasm is much more because you know what we've all done together? We've done a lot. We've done a lot. It's much more. It's much more. We got all those tax cuts. We got all the regulation cuts. We got the steel guys back. We put tariffs on all the crap that they were dumping from China, 25%. They were dumping the steel, and we said, you can't do that, and lots of other things. We've done a lot, but it's far greater today. Look at this field. I mean, as far as the eye can see, it's far greater today than it was 4 years ago, and this is the most important election. This is the most important election of your lifetimes. I see a lot of young people up here, so big deal, like what? 12 years. No. Big deal, right? It's really it could be the most important election we've ever had. I really believe that, too. And I didn't think I'd be saying it because our last win was such a big win. We've done so much. Nobody's done more than what we've done. They don't even question it. You know when I say it? Because they like to always, oh, he did this, he said that, he said, you know. They don't even question. We have done more in the first 3.5 years than any administration has done. It's true. When you look at everything. And it's an honor, but this is the most important election. I didn't think I would say it because I viewed the last, what we did 4 years ago. Can you believe 4 years ago? Almost. Can you imagine that? Time flies. I'll never forget the first night in the White House. They said, it's like a surreal experience. I have Abraham Lincoln's bedroom here. I was talking to the First Lady. I said, do you believe this? It took a little while. It takes a while to get used to it. And then, you know what you have to do? You have to get down to work. You get down to work, and that's what we did. At the debate this week, did anybody see the debate? Maybe? Couple people. They had a lot. That was like a Super Bowl deal, I guess, with the ratings. That's okay. And we had one poll, 91-9 it was, 91. With us having the 91, okay? Yeah, I kept saying, hey, Joe, you want to do all this stuff. Why didn't you do it? You were there 3.5 years ago. Do it. Why didn't you do it, Joe? You didn't do much, Joe. Then I said, I wouldn't have run, Joe. I wouldn't have run if you did a good job. If you two did a good job, I wouldn't have run. I didn't need this, Joe. I had a very good life, Joe. I didn't need this, Joe. I had a good life. I had a very nice life, Joe, but I wouldn't have run. You did a good job. I wouldn't have run, and if I did, I wouldn't have won because you would have done a good job. There would have been no reason. The fact is, you didn't do a good job, Joe. You let us down, Joe. And he had no idea what I was talking about. He had no clue. But at the debate this week, the American people saw the contrast between a 47-year career politician who used his public office to enrich himself. You know that. I mean, his son was like a human vacuum cleaner. He just follow his. Let's go to China this week, Dad. Okay, son. Here, take out $1.5 billion. You get all the fees of $1.5 billion. How about going to Ukraine? Now, they'll pay me $183,000 a month for my great services on energy. What do you know about energy, son? I didn't know. I don't know anything, Dad, but I'll learn. I'm willing to learn. For the last half century, Joe Biden has been outsourcing your jobs, opening your borders, and sacrificing American blood and treasure in these endless, ridiculous foreign wars. Countries you've never even heard of for the most part. I fight for the middle class. I fight for everyone. I fight for this country. And Biden doesn't know who he's fighting for. Now you have to say, you know, this is serious stuff. It is serious stuff. But is there any place better to be than a Trump rally? I mean, seriously, right? I mean, it's serious, but we have fun. And you know, the best way to succeed, you gotta love what you're doing, and we all love it. And we love our country. We love our country. In 2016, Ohio voted to fire this depraved political establishment, and you elected an outsider as your president who is finally putting America first. That's what I'm doing. You work hard, you raise your families, you follow our laws, you support your church that you're not even allowed to go to. How about that? You can't go to your church, but you can have a riot down Fifth Avenue. Isn't that nice? You serve your community and you give your love and loyalty to our great country. Now you finally have a president that is loyal to you, totally loyal to you. Believe me, there are easier ways to spend my life. Nobody told me the swamp was going to be that deep and that vicious. They even impeached me over a perfect phone call. Hello, how you doing? Congratulations. Congratulations on your win, Mr. President of Ukraine. We're going to impeach him. These people are crazy. These people, oh, now they're doing it again. You know, the laptop from hell. They found the laptop from hell. This is a laptop that they don't want to see. How the hell this laptop got freed up. It's amazing the way God works. The laptop from hell. Right? And now it comes. It's Adam Shifty Schiff. Yesterday I saw for the first time. Watermelon. He's shaped like a watermelon. Adam Schiff. Dishonest guy, totally dishonest guy. Made up my conversation, remember, in the halls of Congress. Said quid pro quo 8 times. I didn't say it at all. Isn't it lucky I had a transcriber? Isn't it lucky? Otherwise it would be my word against Shifty Schiff. But think of it. So Adam Schiff, he's out there, and he's talking about what's taken place. And here it is, the laptop from hell. He said, it's Russia, Russia. Here we go again, Russia, Russia, Russia. I think Russia must look at us and say, these people are stone cold crazy. This is Russian disinformation. I'll tell you what, we got to get back to business. This is crazy what's going on. This is crazy. Russia. I heard it yesterday, they got him caught. I think Biden, didn't he say it at the debate? He said, well, this was Russia disinformation. This is a disaster for them. But let's see what happens. But we have learned a lot. We've learned how corrupt the media is. I already knew they were corrupt. But they don't want to write anything about it. So listen, so we caught them cold. Just like we caught them spying on my campaign. We caught them doing horrible, treasonous things. These were treasonous things. Let's see what happens. Should have gone much faster, I have to be honest with you. But we caught them spying on our campaign, the whole group. And by the way, Obama and Biden, they knew everything about it. They knew everything about it. We caught them with that, too. It's much better if I say, no, 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 please. No, it's terrible. It's a terrible thing. Now they're trying to do it again where they get caught. And they're trying to say it was Russia. They never say China. You know why? A lot of money comes out of China into their pockets. And do you ever notice? China has not been very good. We did a great trade deal. Unbelievable. 2 weeks ago, the largest order of corn, the largest order of soybeans, the largest. Yeah. Except I feel different. Normally, I would have been here talking about the great trade. But you know what? The ink on the trade deal wasn't dry. And then all of a sudden, the plague came in from China. That's more important than trade deals. That's more important. So it's no good. With your vote, we will continue to bring back your jobs, lower drug prices at a level that nobody's ever lowered them before. And last year, for the first time ever, drug prices went down. But we're doing what's called a favored nations clause. The drug companies are not happy with me. This is not supposed to have happened. Favored nations means you'll pay the lowest price anywhere in the world. You match its favored nations, and nobody's exercised it because nobody thought of it probably. But if they did think of it, they couldn't have done it because the drug companies are so powerful. They are taking, you see all the ads against me? It's not so much Sleepy Joe. It's the drug companies because I've exercised the favored nation. So if Germany or another country pays 10 cents for a pill, the exact pill, and we pay $2.50, and you're talking about stuff like that. These are the kind of differences. We pay for all research and development, everything. So if Germany's at 10 or somebody, and we're at much higher, we now pay 10. It's very simple. It's called favored nations. We pay the lowest in the world. Your prices could come down 50, 60, 70, 80%. They'll come down a lot. And I have never had more ads spent because they have unlimited money. So Big Pharma, they call it, right? It's the number one power in Washington. And I've just learned they're the number one power. And I knew this was going to happen. I said, I don't care. I'm put here to do a job. I'm put here to do a job. They have the middlemen. You know, they have the drug pricing is very complicated. It's very complicated stuff. They have it set so that it's almost impossible to disengage it. And they have middlemen. You know the middlemen? Nobody ever heard. They never say middle women. I've never heard middle women. I want to be nice. I want to say middle women, but I've never heard the term having to do with drug prices. But they have the middleman gets millions, gets more than the drug companies. At least the drug companies make the drugs, right? These people don't do anything. They're very rich. I probably know some of them. I would be not surprised if Hunter Biden was also a middleman. He probably got it. On top of everything else, takes in millions and millions, and now we find out that Hunter Biden is a middleman. But these are rich people, and they get all this money for nothing. So I worked a deal where Canada, which buys their drugs for exactly 50%, I'm going to let our governors, your governor, Governor of Florida, other governors, buy their drugs directly from Canada. Nobody's ever done. Same drug, exactly the same lab, same company, same everything. And they're going to buy it for 50% less. And then by that time, the favored nations will kick in, and you'll get it for even less. So this has never happened before, but it's happening now. We will support our great police, protect your Second Amendment, defend your borders, and ensure more products are proudly stamped with that beautiful, isn't it a beautiful phrase? You didn't hear it for a long time until Trump came along. Made in the USA. Made in the USA.